Hello, my name is Ann Block. I am the program director for the DSM Fellowship Program, and welcome to our interview today as we focus on another one of the fellows. His name is Austin Jensen, and he is involved with the program through Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield as a Technology Development Associate. And before we get into the conversation with Austin, I know many of you wonder, what is this DSM Fellowship Program? It's a 2-year program, and it involves a variety of programming. One is formal programming with Tarot International. We also have various civic meetings that take place through the 2 years with community leaders around the Des Moines area. And we also have lots of opportunities for the fellows to get involved in seeing the actual organizations that are involved with the program, and also going to the Capitol and learning about the political process and the legislative process. And then at the end of the 2 years, we have a trip to Washington, D.C., where they have the opportunity to network with other leaders and see how our legislative government works. So if any of you are interested in the program, would love to hear from you. So now we're going to go ahead and get into learning a little bit more about Austin, one of our fellows that we really enjoy with the program. And Austin, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, no problem. My name is Austin Jensen, as Ann mentioned. I work for Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield here in Des Moines. I'm currently a Technology Development Associate, and I've been with Wellmark for over a year now. In my current role, I'm an Associate Application Developer, and the team and I work on providing production support for one of our biggest applications that our members use. And then just in a week, actually, I'll be transitioning to another team, our cybersecurity operations team, and that'll be a good experience as well.
Yeah, Wellmark has some wonderful opportunities where all of you have a rotational process and you go to different departments.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be finishing that up. Is that correct?
So I'm about to finish my second rotation, and I have 2 more left. So I just have just over a year left, I guess, now.
Okay,
So
I'm thinking of one of the other fellows, I think, that's finishing up.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So Austin, have you even met these people in person that you work with?
That's a good question. No, actually, I haven't. I started fully remote back in May. I was lucky enough to interview in person in November, but I've actually, been working remote for a year now. But I'm actually lucky enough to be in the pilot program this summer for a back to work model that we're trying out. So just last week, I was in the office for 2 days, and then this week I'll be in the office for 2 days, and just kind of see how it goes this summer, and then hopefully get everyone back to work after Labor Day in September.
Absolutely. I think we're all ready to get back to normal. Fingers crossed that will continue to happen.
Yeah.
Well, we just finished one of the capstone, the year 1 capstone project, where we had 3 groups of individuals that worked with Lutheran Services of Iowa, Central Iowa Shelter Services, and then Eat Greater Des Moines. And I know you were with the Central Iowa Shelter Services capstone. Could you share a little bit about that experience and what you actually had the opportunity to get involved with?
Yeah, they were really challenging projects. Took about a couple months, I believe, but really happy to, presented those a couple weeks ago. Our project specifically, we were designing a food truck for the shelter. So basically, they got a very generous donation, and they're building out this agri-hood. And so they're having a greenhouse, and they're growing a lot of different vegetables and tilapia. And so they needed a way to create a profit stream. And so we came up with the idea of, having a food truck. So basically we came up with marketing, legal, considerations, and just all these other things that go into making a food truck. And so we created a menu and all sorts of different things. It was a very long, process, but we kind of handed all that over to CISS. And it sounds like they're already underway with getting that started. I know they poured concrete for us to park, the food truck. And so it was it was a really good experience, and happy to see that they're actually following through with it as well.
Yeah, I had talked to a couple of the individuals there last week, and they're looking at some opportunities that will even accelerate that what the work that you've done. So very meaningful work, and it will be interesting to see what continues to happen with all of that.
Yeah, hopefully within a couple weeks, or I guess a couple maybe years too, that we can actually walk over, grab a fish taco, because Wellmark is pretty close to the shelter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And then you had the opportunity to go through the active leadership program with Taro International a couple of weeks ago. Tell us a little bit about your experience with that. Was that helpful for you, or a good learning
Yeah,
experience?
I think that was probably my favorite training sessions that we've had so far. I'm definitely looking forward, to the more as we go. We got a year left of the program, so I think there's going to be a lot more, as we kind of transition to in person too. But yeah, it was a really good session. Loved learning about leadership. It's a really important topic. I know the "I Have a Dream" speech by Martin Luther King Jr. That was really insightful, as well as we had to come up in an activity. We had to come up with a return to office communication, and so that was really challenging to kind of see how we can connect with all the different people and kind of appeal to their communication styles. So that was a challenge, but really fun as well. But overall, a really good session.
I enjoyed it too. It gave us as participants the opportunity to really look at how a leader would communicate a very challenging situation, and look at it from a variety of perspectives. And that was definitely helpful for the group, with all of the different backgrounds that we have when we're looking at how to approach something. So I'm glad you
Mhm.
found it valuable.
Yeah.
So now that we're getting into summer, what are you looking forward to? What do you enjoy about living in Des Moines?
Yeah, so my girlfriend and I just got bicycles. So that's been a new hobby of ours. Biking in Ames, and then also the High Trestle Trail. And also there's some great trails in the Des Moines area too. So that's been something new that we've been doing, and it's been a lot of fun. Really hot, but it's fun. We also like going to the Des Moines Farmers Market, and then my parents actually have a lake home in Twin Lakes, Iowa. So that's always fun to go there a couple weekends in the summer and enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Well, it's a great time of year, and look forward to all of the fresh vegetables and things that are available.
Mm.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Austin?
I don't think so. Just want to thank you for the opportunity. I really have enjoyed the program. Looking forward to the next year, and just kind of thanks again.
Thank you so much for your time. And if anyone listening has any interest in the program, please reach out to me at programdirector@dsmpartnership.com. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks for listening today. Take care.